Bon dia, future resident, and welcome to Move to Portugal Daily, episode 147, 2026-0516. I'm Mateus Costa with the Portuguese Pride Network. In the next 10 minutes, I'll give you exactly what you need on 5 golden visa myths that can cost you 10,000 euros plus. Let's run the numbers.
Picture this. You've signed the purchase contract on a sunlit terrace in Lisbon, keys in hand, a glass of vinho verde nearby. And then, one small clause in the deed quietly adds 12,000 euros to your closing costs. Today, I'll bust 5 myths that create those hidden bills and give you 3 fixes with exact euro examples for Lisbon, Porto, and the Algarve, so you don't wake up to a surprise invoice.
Here's the promise. You'll walk away with 3 concrete fixes. The ownership structure fix that saves roughly 12,000 euros in Lisbon, the transfer and escrow fix that avoids about 7,500 euros in Algarve hidden fees, and the documentation fix that closes a 3,200 euro Porto residency gap. I'll explain exact numbers, who to hire, and the 3 immediate actions you can take today. Myth number 1. Ownership structure is just paperwork. This is the most expensive myth for Lisbon buyers. Quick example, a $700,000 apartment bought personally versus via an LDA company. If you buy personally and the transfer is treated as a standard private sale, you can face IMT, property transfer tax, plus stamp duty differences and missed tax planning that altogether can add roughly 12,000 euros at closing. In plain numbers, a misapplied IMT calculation or an extra stamp duty tranche can change your net tax bill from roughly 18,000 euros to 30,000 euros.
The fix: confirm the ownership route before signing anything. Step 1. Ask your lawyer to model the purchase as personal and LDA scenarios and show the exact IMT and stamp calculations. Expect that legal fee to be in the 350 to 800 euro range. Step 2. If you need corporate ownership for estate planning or golden visa reasons, form the LDA correctly, register VAT if required, and include a clause in the preliminary contract that protects against retrospective tax reclassification. Step 3. Get a formal written opinion from your Portuguese lawyer to present to the notary. These 3 actions transform a 12,000 euro surprise into an upfront, planned cost.
Myth number 2. Golden visa shortcuts are cheaper. In the Algarve, this shows up as a buyer choosing a local advisor promising a faster route, only to face hidden transfer taxes and add-on advisor fees when the title is processed. Real case, an investor thought a quick transfer would save fees, but undisclosed municipal transfer charges and last-minute due diligence fees added about 7,500 euros to the bill. That's not a glitch. It's a predictable gap when shortcuts skip certified escrow and regional compliance checks. The better route, regional investment pairing plus certified escrow. Example math. If your Algarve property transfer expected closing costs of 15,000 euros, choose certified escrow and add a regional compliance check for 1,200 euros, rather than risking ad hoc fees later that can climb to 8,700 euros. So instead of a surprise plus 7,500 euros, you pay a planned plus 1,200 euros. And protect your golden visa timeline. Who to hire? A Lisbon or Faro-based lawyer with golden visa experience, and an escrow service certified by the Notary Association. Insist on an itemized fee estimate before you sign.
Myth number 3. Rental income automatically qualifies for D7. This trips up Porto buyers. I've seen a case where the buyer relied on short-term apartment income shown on booking platforms but lacked proper tax receipts and alojamento local registration. The result was a $3,200 tax and residency evidence gap when applying for D7. That gap came from unpaid IRS on that income, plus missing official recibos verdes and an absent AL license for shortlets.
Fix for Porto. Document rental income correctly. Step A. Issue recibos verdes for every tenant payment and register the rental contract with Finanças. Step B. Confirm whether you need alojamento local registration. If the property is subject to AL rules, regular tourist platform income does not count for D7 without that license. Step C. Have your accountant produce a certified income declaration for the last 12 months. Doing this closes the typical 3,200 euro gap,
a combination of unpaid taxes and missing proof, and keeps your D7 residency application clean. Now, 3 immediate action steps you can take today. 1. Verify the ownership route with a Portuguese lawyer. Budget 350 to 800 euros for a modeled legal opinion. 2. Get an independent property valuation before signing. Expect 200 to 500 euros depending on property size. 3. Use certified escrow or a lawyer's client account for the deposit and transfer to avoid missing vendor-side bills that can cost thousands. And 5 common mistakes to avoid. Assuming online quotes cover all local taxes, accepting verbal promises from agents, skipping independent valuations, not checking alojamiento local status, and relying on non-certified escrow arrangements. A quick listener tip: how to check a property's tax history in 3 minutes. Ask the seller or agent for the property's matricula, the land registry number, and the caderneta predial urbana. With those 2 items, you can ask a Portuguese lawyer or accountant to pull IMI receipts and the last tax declarations, or you can check the Conservatoria online portal for registration status. If anyone hesitates to provide those documents, consider it a red flag. Download our free checklist for the exact document list and phrasing to request from sellers at PortuguesePride.network/checklist. That's your move today. That's your move for today. If this helped, hit subscribe on YouTube and follow on your favorite podcast app. For more information, visit nomadlifesuccess.com. This is Mateus Costa. Saúde, and I'll see you tomorrow.